Welcome back to Clockwise Crypto, where we help you move forward towards financial freedom with crypto assets. Today, we're going to talk about how to make the most money in the world today. And we believe that is through cryptocurrencies. Looking at the markets here, Bitcoin sitting at $46,400, Ethereum at $3,498, and Cardano sitting at $1.18, XRP at 83 cents, Solana at 135.98. And really just an overall bullish time to be in the markets, and kind of want to dive into why we think this is the opportunity to make the most money that you could ever make in the world right now. And the opportunity is right in front of us. Looking at the crypto bubbles here, and stay tuned to the end of the video as well, as we're going to talk about giveaways that are coming up every Friday. So you want to stay tuned to the end of the video. We're going to break that down. So looking at GMT, looking at 211%. This is kind of the reason why I said this is the opportunity to make the most money in the world right now, because where else are you going to make 211%? Tell me, where? Silence, right? There's nowhere you can make this type of money in this short period of time. Looking at also Solana up 33%, even if we go back to just 7 days, right? Where else are you going to make 3.76%? Looking at Bitcoin, 3.76% in the plus in 7 days. Where else can you go to make that? Nowhere. Banks are giving you not even 1% for a whole year. They're giving you 0.01%, right? So looking at the markets and looking at the percentages, this is the opportunity to make the most you can ever make, and we believe it is through crypto assets. Looking at Bitcoin, looking at the charts here, we do see it's pulling back, and what I see happening here is making another triangle. So we have that triangle that you see here. We can scroll back a little bit. You have this triangle that was broken out of. I see the same thing happening in another triangle forming. So what I can see is a bullish triangle we can pay attention to. You can want to put it right here, a little bit smaller one, but I would pay attention to this being another triangle forming, and we can see a break at the top right there, ultimately clearing and going to 50,000. That's something to pay attention to, a break out of this triangle right here. So we have this triangle here. Let's put another triangle right there. We can see a breakout. Let's see if that happens. Just some basic technical analysis. And another reason why I think now is the best time to make the most money in the world right now is looking at what happens in April. We saw this in the last video. Look what happens in April. Average return for April is 37.25%. Just that alone separates, Bitcoin from any other asset out there, because there's no place you can go and legitimately make 37.25% on average. Where else can you go? There's nowhere else. Even on his worst year. So let's say the worst year is 2014, but recently, let's say 2016, 7.91%. That's still higher than what you'll get at the bank. So either way, you had a down year last year, 1.78, but you never lose money unless you sell at a loss. That's the only time you ever lose money, because whatever you buy Bitcoin, you still have that Bitcoin. You still have that asset. So that's just something to pay attention to. Going to Cardano and kind of diving into what's happening with Cardano. Legendary rapper Snoop Dogg launches NFT collection on the Cardano blockchain. Now, he could have chose any blockchain. He could have chose Ethereum. He could have chose Solana. Team could have chose anyone, and they chose Cardano. Why? Why did they choose to launch this NFT collection on Cardano outside of all the other platforms to choose from? Why is that? That is validating Cardano. That is validating what Cardano is doing. How we like we on this channel believe that Cardano is the most undervalued cryptocurrency out right now. This is validating that. As Snoop Dogg could have chose any blockchain to build his NFT collection on, anything, and he chose Cardano. So that speaks volumes on Cardano. Snoop Dogg has been involved in the NFT field since last year and has become a household brand thanks to the support of his multi-million-dollar collections, which are held on Ethereum. So he has his collections held on Ethereum, but he's choosing to launch his NFT collection on Cardano. Just think about that. He has NFTs that are on Ethereum, and when he rolls out his NFT collection, he chooses to go to Cardano. Why is that? Think about it. Why is that? So again, pay attention to Cardano. Pay attention. I think a lot of people are sleeping on it because, you know, you little news here, little news here. There's no hype. There's not a lot of hype around Cardano. You know, price booms up, but overall, when you compare, you know, the hype around Ethereum, the hype around Solana, the hype around Avalanche, the hype around all these other blockchain projects, there's not that much hype around Cardano because it moves slow. You know, it's slow to market, as they say. Peer review process takes forever, but he has his NFTs on Ethereum, and he chooses to launch his own NFT collection on Cardano. Just pay attention to that. Let that sink in. Looking at the price here, looking at a head and shoulders, to be honest with you, a basic head and shoulders pattern. You guys can kind of look that up and see what that is. A basic head and shoulders pattern here on the 4-hour time frame. See that forming, and it's really just a stand. You know, basically when Snoop Dogg has that conversation with Charles Hoskinson on the 5th. I think we can probably expect a breakout and a break above the shoulder. So that's something to pay attention to. Everything's looking bullish. We see the EMAs, but apparently Snoop Dogg is to just have a conversation, discuss Cardano's ecosystem with Charles Hoskinson on April 5th. So huge news, and this speaks volumes for Cardano. So, you know, we talk about Cardano a lot on the channel, but I think a lot of people overlook it because it's not as flashy, it's not as sexy. You know, it's not the new thing to do. Cardano's been around a while. It's been around, and they've been following their roadmap, and they haven't gave in to what the market's doing. They're going to stick to their process. So this speaks volume for Cardano. Huge news for Cardano, and you know, we talk about, you know, the title of this video is, you know, the way to make the most money in the world right now. That is through cryptocurrency. That is through crypto. You can't make these returns anywhere else. You have an opportunity to get in at the ground floor for some revolutionary technology that the government has always said they're trying to implement and make their own, the digital dollar, right? So either they're going to make their own blockchain, or they're going to use blockchains like Cardano, solid blockchains that are scalable and that are interoperable, that can speak to each other. That, you know, the Cardano can speak to Ethereum, can speak to Avalanche, can speak to Solana. They can speak to all these different networks. So the government's going to choose something like this, or they're going to build their own, but they'll probably choose something like this that's already laid the foundation, right? So that's why we think this is the opportunity to make the most money in the world right now, is through cryptocurrency. Take a look at it. We're going to dive into some high risk projects, but like I said, we have already secured our foundation when it comes to Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, a foundation which will allow us to take high risk plays. So just so you know that, we're going to be talking about some high risk plays, but this is we've done the work, we've done the legwork, we've built the foundation for our portfolio, and right now it makes sense. So looking at Apecoin and seeing how it's down 13.1%. Let's dive into this and see what's going on the charts when we look at Apecoin real quick. See what's going on. It's fallen down to that zone we talked about. Like I said in the other video, I have Apecoin. For me, a reasonable price for Apecoin is anywhere from I think I said $7 to $9, right? So for me, anywhere in this zone is cool. We see it pulling back now. The hype is starting to die down. This is what I like to see. Like I said, if it goes anywhere below this neckline right here, this lower, we can call this a higher low point, since it is a pullback. It breaks anywhere. It breaks $10. I think it's a good buy. So I would like to see it continue down and actually get to a realistic price point, because that hype going up to $28 is pretty insane, and a lot of people cashed out. As you see, a lot of sell-offs happen. But looking at Apecoin, I would definitely be looking for it to break that $10 neckline right there, and that's something to pay attention to as we look at just the pure technicals of it, not even including what they're going to apply when it comes to full adoption and their marketplace there. I think there's something to pay attention to and a good buy opportunity if it breaks that neckline right there. Anything else that I see here that I can TRX up 6.8%. Solana's up crazy. Crow is up. Everything's pretty much up. Apecoin should be down. So you see that red. We look at the bubbles. Apecoin should be down. Shiba's up 8%. Cool. We look at Apecoin. Apecoin should be down. It pumped up too quick. It's reasonable. Cardano's up 4.5%. That's good. I mean, everything else is pretty much where it should be given the market conditions. I would expect Zilliqa's actually been pumping crazy, but everything else is to be expected given the market conditions. I think if we do see a break with Bitcoin, of course these are going to be elevated, and this is why and the how to make the most money in the world right now is in cryptocurrency. There's no other place you can do it. You can't tell me. I've seen cryptocurrency change not only my life but the lives of hundreds of other people. And we're talking about novice investors. We're talking about people that just did a moonshot and like, I hope this works. Maybe it won't. But just that alone, I think we've seen people take advantage of this opportunity just by having an open mind. So the best way is, starts with having an open mind and realizing and reading a ton of white papers and realizing the impact this technology is going to have on everyone. And it's already started. It's already started. And once you understand that, it'll open your eyes to see that this is an opportunity of a lifetime. And I can't stress that enough because, like I said, we're going to get to a point where that opportunity is gone. It's not going to be gone like you can't get in, but it's going to be gone like you had an opportunity to get in at ground floor, which I still consider it ground floor. Like, yes, I got in 2017. It's considered early, right? But, some people say now is not early. I still think now is early because Cardano price is not gonna be anywhere near its price right now. Ethereum is not gonna be priced anywhere near its price right now. We can say for sure that Bitcoin, of course, not as well. What else could I say without a doubt is undervalued? I would say almost any coin in the top 10 is undervalued. I think Solana being as number 6, undervalued. Avalanche, Polkadot. We can, if you want to, moonshots, we could say Dogecoin, Shiba. These projects that have high market caps that are still within reach, I think when the market turns around completely, so when Bitcoin heads up to 50K plus, we will not see these prices again. You just won't. You'll see a pullback maybe, but the prices that we see right now, there's no way. So we'll see how April does. And I believe that this is how to make the most money on planet Earth right now. Hands down, cryptocurrency. Hope you guys take a good look at this. Hope you guys got some value out of this. And we're going to actually be doing a giveaway of cryptocurrency on Friday. All you have to do is comment your wallet address. Stay tuned to the end of the video on Friday. We're going to just comment. And we're going to be choosing random people to give away some crypto. Stay tuned for that. And I hope you got some value out of the video. And I'll see you in the next video.